Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Georgetown High School. We're at day 3. I've seen it written so many different ways. We'll go with the Georgetown Leander Classic. Being played here in Georgetown. Host sites were Georgetown, Eastview, and Leander High School. And we come in here today on day 3. This is bracket day, and we're bringing you the gold bracket for Georgetown. They are the number 2 seed into the gold bracket behind Livonia. As the 1 seed. They're both undefeated. That's just, they had to seed everybody in the sense to figure out who went to gold, silver, and bronze brackets. And the gold bracket is here at Georgetown High School. 8 teams, the top 8 teams from day 2 in their pools move on to the gold bracket. And those teams are Livonia, Clear Falls, Salado, Belton, Georgetown, Leander, Gateway College Prep School, and Vandergrift High School. And so the bottom half of the bracket has Georgetown and Leander squaring off here at 8 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock, Gateway and Vandergrift will play. And Georgetown, if they win, will play the winner of that matchup. If they lose, we'll play the loser of that matchup. The other half of the bracket on the top side, Livonia will play Clear Falls at 9 o'clock here in Court 1 after Georgetown and Leander. And then Salado and Belton are about to get underway down in the lower gym here at Georgetown High School in that first matchup of the top bracket. And so the winners stay here, come back here to the main court. If we lose, we go down to the lower gym to take on the loser of Vandergrift and Gateway College Prep School. Also from Georgetown, it's at Gateway. For those that don't know, Gateway Gators are a charter school, but they are one of the very few charter schools that are in UIL sports, and they are a 4A team just down the road off of Westinghouse here in Georgetown. And so should be fun to watch that one. They are an undefeated team that will take on Vandergrift at 9 o'clock. So we'll go over and scout that one out after Georgetown and Leander. Right now, your Georgetown Lady Eagles are 7-0 on the year. They had a good day Thursday and Friday going undefeated. They still have yet to lose a set here in the young season as they are 7-0, and they have won 15 sets in a row to start the season after the 3-set sweep of Leander, this same Leander team on Tuesday night. And then they went 6-0 sets on Thursday and 6-0 yesterday in their wins over Giddings, Eagle Pass, and Belton. And so they look to stay undefeated, more than anything, just stay undefeated and move on towards the championship of this gold bracket. The games consist of this. If they win, they will play at 10 o'clock here back in the big gym, and we'll have it live here on the SHN Sports Network. If they lose, they will play at 10 o'clock, but it will be down in the lower gym, and we'll move over there and set up and bring you that matchup as well. Winning game number 2 at 10 o'clock. Either way, they'll play at 10 o'clock. If they win at the 10 o'clock match, either match, they will play at noon, and we'll bring you that one as well. And so as long as they win, we'll continue to bring it to you here on SHN until they are eliminated for the day. And then we'll move over and switch speeds over to football for Media Day today on the football field and in the locker room area to get prepared as football is just around the corner. Your Lady Eagles today in the blue spandex with the white long-sleeve jerseys, blue numerals and lettering on those with the blue sleeves at the bottom of those long-sleeve jerseys. And the Leander Lady Lions come in the white sleeveless jerseys with red numerals, red lettering on their jerseys with black spandex. And they will be on the left side of your court. Georgetown on the right. The libero, Reagan Ramirez, will be in the all-red long-sleeve jersey. Red jersey with white stripes, white lettering, and white numerals for the libero, Reagan Ramirez. The libero in kind for Emma Davis for the Leander Lady Lions in a red jersey as well with the blue number outlined in white. And so both teams finish up their huddles. So we'll get ready to go. We'll take a quick timeout when we come back. Lady Eagle Volleyball getting kicked off live here on the SHN Sports Network. Stay with us. And that quickly, we're back here live, and they get ready for set number one. Leander on the back of their jerseys has Leander written across the back in red lettering below the numerals. Georgetown has Eagles in capital block print lettering across the front of the jerseys on top of the numerals. Georgetown on the back. Starting it out for Georgetown Eagles on the floor, Molly O'Shaughnessy, along with Allison O'Shaughnessy. And Sophia Joseph will come out for the libero. Reagan Ramirez, Addie Guido, Mackenzie Bernard, and Amelia Albright on the floor to start things off for Georgetown here in set number one. On the floor for the Leander Lady Lions. Before she goes off, number 14, Angie Simmons will go off for the libero, Emma Davis. You also have Julia Saavedra on the back row. Actually, that is Macy Cepeda. I apologize. I got to switch those around. And then on the front row, you cannot see. They have hidden themselves in line. Number 9 is Alyssa Cato. And then number 12, Maya Patel. And number 3, J.C. Moulton. Leander will start the serving out here for set number one. We'll get that crowd mic fired up. Welcome in. Early start to Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball. And with this serve from Cepeda, we are underway. Guido up to Allison. Back set to Molly. Her attack dug up by the Lady Lions. The attack from the far side into the block. Leander keeps it alive. They'll set it back to the far side. The swing. Ramirez with the dig. Allie will bring it near side to Albright. Her shot is blocked, and a battle there for it, but it'll be down off the block for the Leander Lions, and they'll take the first lead of the set in a 1-0. Number 9, Alyssa Cato. Number 19, Troy Acevedo on the front row for Leander. Cepeda serve across the way. Guido up to Allie, near side. Mackenzie Bernard in the middle, and we got a net violation on that kill. That was on number 12, Maya Patel, on the net violation. So give the point to Georgetown. On the side out, level it up, one apiece. And back to serve goes Molly O'Shaughnessy. Molly on the near side of the back row, gets set. She'll put it into play for Georgetown. Floats it far side, and it is wide for the service error. And a 2-1 lead now for Leander on this side out. Substitution here as Cato comes out for Leander. And on to serve comes Ella Roseberry for the Lions. Middle of the back line. She'll get the sign and serve it for the Lions, leading it by 1. Ramirez up to Allie. Back set to Mackenzie off the net, off the block, and the Lions keep it alive. Quick set, but it's over the head of Acevedo, saved there by Moulton. And Georgetown a reset. Mackenzie Bernard with the attack, but that one is long and out. So the hitting error there, point to Leander, a 3-1 lead for the Lions. On Tuesday night, Georgetown swept Leander in a 3-set match here at Georgetown to open up the season. It'll be interesting to see how the teams respond after that head-to-head early in the season. Guido with her first kill of the day. A big swing there from the 6'5 senior. Gives the side out back to Georgetown. Now it's 3-2. Back to serve goes Mackenzie Bernard. Sophia Joseph rotates into the front row as libero Reagan Ramirez checks out for Georgetown. Mackenzie from the near side, the jump serve across the way. Davis plays it up to Cepeda, set far side. Moulton swing, and it finds the back corner for the kill. Side out back to Leander, and the lead's 4-2 now for the Lions. On in the front row comes Angie Simmons as Emma Davis checks out. Back to serve goes Troy Acevedo for the Lions, leading it by 2 here in set number 1. Acevedo, flat-footed serve, sends it across. It is deep, and it is out just long. So Acevedo creates the side out back to Georgetown. 3-4. Georgetown trails by 1 as Albright will go back to serve for the Lady Eagles. First service error for the Lions here in the set. Albright from the far side, the jump serve into the net, and responding kind. Give it right back over to Leander. Second service error for the Lady Eagles in the set. Maya Patel will check out. In on the back row comes Addie Cooper for the Lions. And Addie Cooper will go back to serve. For the Lions, near side jump serve across. Reagan Ramirez up to Albright. The attack there by Guido for another kill. And a side out back to Georgetown. Nice hustle by the libero Emma Davis, but unable to get the ball up and playable. And so 4-5, Georgetown trails by 1, and Addie Guido back Serve for Georgetown. Lions will set to the far side. A scramble there and a free ball sent over. Guido to Albright. Quick set. Joseph blocked at the net. Albright will set this time to Molly O'Shaughnessy, but they're going to call the double violation there on Albright. So an unforced error, side out back to the Lady Lions as Moulton will drop back to serve for Leander, far side. Ramirez up to Albright, quick set, Joseph, her kill is good that time. Right past the block of the Lions. Side out back to Georgetown, and back and forth we go, 5-6. Georgetown trails by 1. Mackenzie Bernard filters back to the front row as Joseph comes off, and libero Reagan Ramirez back to serve. Reagan, the 5'8 senior libero, the commit to UTSA. Ready to go here from the near side. Moulton will play it up. A tip at the net. And Mackenzie Bernard will dunk it right back down. What a play there on the heads up by Mackenzie Bernard. Bernard read that one, dunked it back down, the 6'1 middle blocker, and it's 6-6. The Eagles have tied it up here. And Ramirez serves again. Down the near sideline. A scramble here and a far side attack into the net for the Lions. Point to Georgetown, and Georgetown now has their first lead, 7-6, here in set number 1. Ramirez continues her service run here. Floater along the near line. Back set here to Cepeda. Her attack is down off the touch of Albright on the dive to her left for the kill. It'll tie things up on the side out, and back to serve goes Emma Davis for the Lions. As Acevedo back onto the front row. For Leander, Davis's serve, floats it over, Guido. Albright, quick set, Mackenzie Bernard. Lost her footing and went down awkwardly. Something occurred. They whistled it here. So Georgetown got that point. The attack of the net by the Lions, number 9, Alyssa Cato, responds in kind. So when Mackenzie went down, said she maybe stepped on a foot under the net. And so here comes Sadie McCauley. She'll come in for Amelia Albright here for the Lady Eagles. So Sadie McCauley for her first action, the 5'9 senior outside hitter. Cepeda, the lefty, serves it across. Ramirez. Alley near side to McCauley. Her first swing and a big kill down the near line. Sadie McCauley wastes no time. Comes in off the bench in her first action and a big kill for the Eagles side out. 9-8. Georgetown by 1. Molly O'Shaughnessy to the far side. Lions set it up. Maya Patel with a swing, dug by Molly. Alley back set to Guido, her attack. Off the block and into the bleachers for the kill. And a 2-point lead for Georgetown. Now off the big swing from the 6'5 senior outside hitter, Addie Guido, the University of Texas commit. 5 of the 11 players here on the Georgetown roster committing to play volleyball at the next level. We'll continually remind you of those. Emma Davis sends it far side. Cato's attack dug there by McCauley. Mackenzie Bernard lays out to try to get a hold of that one, but can't get to it. It'll be a side out back to Leander. 9-10. Leander trails by 1. And back in comes Ella Roseberry to serve, replacing Cato for the Lions. Roseberry serve across. Molly up to Alley. Back set to Bernard. Her attack off the block and down. Nice kill there for Mackenzie Bernard. Mackenzie, one of those college commits to Quincy University. She'll continue her education and volleyball playing days next year. Bernard will serve here. Sends it to the far line. Lions play it up. Cepeda sets. Far side Moulton. Her swing dug up by McCauley. Alley will return it back to her. McCauley swing off the block. The Lions keep it alive. Back set to Maya Patel. Her cross-court shot is long and wide. Out for the point to Georgetown. The biggest lead for Georgetown here in the first set now, 12-9. As Mackenzie Bernard will continue her serve here on the near side. Serve across, Moulton overpass, kill back down, Sophia Joseph. 5'11" senior middle blocker read the overpass off of the hands of Moulton and smacked it back down for the kill. 13-9, Georgetown by 4. Floated across. Heermans plays it up and off time on the set there to Troy Acevedo from Cepeda. Georgetown another point, 14-9. And that'll draw a timeout from head coach Stephanie Johns of Leander. We'll take it with them here in set number 1. Georgetown has their largest lead, 14-9. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in just a moment. Back out of the timeouts. Coach Stephanie Johns of Leander takes her first here of the set. And now back to action. Mackenzie Bernard will serve it across. Davis up to Cepeda, far side. Heermans attack and finds the near sideline. Nice shot there by Josie Heermans. Side out back to Leander. The lead cut to 4 now, 10-14 as Acevedo will go back to serve for the Lions. Emma Davis, the libero, will come off. And Angie Simmons will come back on the front row for Leander. Joseph, McCauley, Allison O'Shaughnessy, Molly O'Shaughnessy, Reagan Ramirez, and Addie Guido on the floor for Georgetown. 14-10, Georgetown by 4 as Acevedo serves for the Lions. Guido up to Allison, back set to McCauley, and her attack down the line, a big kill, but the whistle blown and a net violation on number 11, Heermans. McCauley will check out. And Amelia Albright back in for the Lady Eagles. Albright will drop back to serve for the Eagles, leading by 5, 15-10. Best of 3 set, our match here. The set in the middle, Simmons off the net, finds a hole in the floor for the kill. Side out back to Leander, 11-15. Maya Patel will come off. Number 15, Addie Cooper will check in. Now, had to reset to make sure the numbers were correct. So Addie Cooper will come in to serve for the Lions. She'll come near side as Patel will check out. 11-15, Lions trail by 4. Floated across, Guido. First touch, Albright saves it. Now a free ball from Molly O'Shaughnessy will send it across and the Lions reset. Cooper's set, free ball sent over. Ramirez, quick set in the middle. Sophia Joseph with the kill, taken away. A net violation whistled on Angie Simmons. Go side out back to the Lady Eagles, 16-11, Georgetown by 5. Here in set number 1. All sets today, just like Thursday and Friday, the best of 3. All matches will be the best of 3 to 25 and no cap on those. Guido serve across for Georgetown. Davis plays it up, set to the far side, the lefty swing by Cepeda. And Guido got an arm on it, but unable to play a second touch for the Eagles. Side out back to the Lions, 12-16. Moulton in for Heermans. Roseberry will check out on the front row for Alyssa Cato back in there for the Lions. Back to serve goes Moulton. Far side jump serve, floats it across. Guido up to Albright, near side to Molly. Her attack blocked to the net. Ramirez right there. Second ball tipped over by Joseph. The Lions scramble, and they'll send it over. Guido digs it. Allison gets a touch on it. Albright dives for it, but unable to get that one back over the net. Point to the Lions, and the lead cut to 3 now for Georgetown. Moulton will drop back, serving 13-16. Moulton serve. Guido up to the net, tight. Another lift called there on Albright, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. 16-14, Georgetown by 2 here in set number 1. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Out of the timeout. Leander with the serve, trailing by 2. Guido, Albright, near side. Molly O'Shaughnessy tips it over. The attack by the Lions off the block and out. Point to Leander, and they're just a point away from tying this one up here, 15-16. Lavernia and Clear Falls both piling in the gym, getting ready for their matchup. That'll come at 9 a.m. after the conclusion of this one. Moulton from the far side. Guido up to Albright, set to Guido, back row attack. And off the arms of Moulton, a big swing by the 6'5 senior. I think she put a little mustard on that one. Sent that one with some emotion. Get that side out back, and now Ramirez back to serve for Georgetown, 17-15. Ramirez from the far side. Davis up to Cooper, back set. Cepeda, the lefty, rolls it over. Albright, Allison dumps the second touch right to the 10-foot line, and a good read there by Allison O'Shaughnessy. Finds the hole, and a 3-point lead now for Georgetown, 18-15. Reagan Ramirez will continue her serve. Albright, Guido, and Ramirez on the back row. Bernard, Allison, and Molly O'Shaughnessy's are on the front. Moulton's touch goes awry. Davis runs it down, and a free ball sent over by the Lions. Guido up to Albright, back set. Bernard, her attack. That was off a tip, called by the down judge. It sent that one far and out. So a kill for Bernard, and a 4-point lead now, 19-15 for Georgetown. Substitution here. Acevedo and Simmons for Leander. Ramirez from the middle of the back line. The serve across. Davis. It's off her to the side. Leander. Good hustle there by Cato. But it sends the ball up into the stands. Point to Georgetown. 20-15. A 5-point lead for the Eagles. Ramirez will continue the service run for Georgetown. Nice and deep. Davis. Moulton will have the second touch over to Cato. Roll shot deep. Ramirez gets it. Albright near side to Molly O'Shaughnessy. Cross court. Dug up. The Lions reset. Cato gets the tip over. Back row attack by Guido. Off the block of Simmons and down for the kill. And a 21-15 lead for Georgetown. And for the first time in the set, we'll see a new sub come in for the Leander Lions. That'll be Amaris Mitchell-Ochoa. She'll check in for Angie Simmons here on the front row for the Lady Lions. Reagan Ramirez from the near side now. In service, leading by 6, floats it deep. Moulton overpass at the net, kept back alive, but that's 4. But they're going to call a touch by Georgetown. Mackenzie Bernard's attack into the block and down for the kill. 22-15, Georgetown by 7. Looks like Coach Johns might call her second timeout. She's got to let it ride. 22-15. Reagan Ramirez continues her serve. Georgetown is 3 points away from taking set number one. Nice floating knuckleball. Cooper sets it, second touch over. Bernard reads it, spikes it back down, and here come the Lions again. Cato's roll shot finds pay dirt on the Georgetown defense. Side out back to the Lions, 16-22. They trail by 6. Acevedo back to the front. Mitchell Ochoa will rotate back out of the lineup, and the libero Emma Davis will serve for Leander. Davis from the far side. Right through the hands of Guido. One of those, do you play it or is it out? A good location there by Emma Davis on the serve. But off the serve receive error, the point to Leander, and the lead cut to 5, 17-22. Davis to serve again for Leander. Floats one there, Guido has it. Albright back set. Allison O'Shaughnessy the tip over. Davis there to read it, but an overpass and dunked back down by Molly O'Shaughnessy. Give her the kill and the side out to Georgetown, 23-17. Georgetown, a 6-point lead. The substitution here, Sadie McCauley will come back on the front row for Albright. Moulton will check out for Leander on the back row. In for her will be number 1, Julia Saavedra. Allison O'Shaughnessy, the serve across. Cooper will back set to Cepeda, the lefty. Her shot is long and out. And it's set point for Georgetown, 24-17 here in set number 1. Allison O'Shaughnessy on the far side, ready to serve for the set. Sends it nice and deep. Saavedra to Cooper. And Cato, the punch over. Guido reads it. Allison sets it near side to Molly. The attack dug up nicely. And the Lions reset. Cepeda, the lefty, cut shot across court. And it is wide and out. And set 1 goes to your Georgetown Eagles. 25-17, Georgetown wins set number 1. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be set number 2 between the Georgetown Eagles and the Leander Lady Lions. Stay with us. Georgetown volleyball continues in just a moment. Georgetown High School band bringing us back there from the break as we get ready for set number 2. Georgetown 25-17 takes set number 1 over the Leander Lady Lions. And we go to set number 2. Georgetown will open it up serving on the floor for the Eagles. McCauley, Molly O'Shaughnessy, Allison O'Shaughnessy, Mackenzie Bernard, Sophia Joseph, and Addison Guido. Libero Reagan Ramirez will come in for Joseph on the back row to start things off. Angie Simmons on the back row for the Lions, replaced by Emma Davis. Addie Cooper and Julia Saavedra on the back row for the Lions. Troy Acevedo, Macy Cepeda, and number 9, Allison Cato on the front row for the Lions to start out set number 2. Allie O'Shaughnessy will drop back to serve for Georgetown to open up set number 2. And we're underway here in just a second. And now we got the first whistle, and Allie will get us started with her serve over to the Lions. Near side for Allie. Jump serve across. And we're underway. Emma Davis will have the second touch to send it forward. Cato swing off the block, and it finds the floor for the kill. Side out to Leander. And like we started in set number 1. 1-0. Leander leads it. Maya Patel will come in on the front row for Addie Cooper. For the Lions, back to serve goes Macy Cepeda. The lefty serve across. Guido up to Allie, to Mackenzie Bernard into the block. And the Eagles keep it alive, and McCauley cut shot across the net. Leander will reset. Quick set to Acevedo, but she sends it wide on the far side for the hitting mistake there. And a side out gives it right back to Georgetown, 1-1. And Molly O'Shaughnessy now will drop back to serve for Georgetown. Molly from the far side. Jump serve underway. Floats it across. Davis off her to the side. Patel keeps it alive, and a punch shot over by Cepeda. Allie sets near side to Guido. The big attack dug by Davis. And a free ball punched over. There's Mackenzie Bernard, but she's going to be called for the lift there on the two-handed dunk. It's got to be quicker than that. So that mistake will get the side out back to Leander, and a 2-1 lead for the Lady Lions. Saavedra comes off. Moulton back on, and Roseberry on for Cato. Roseberry will drop back to serve for the Lions. 2-1, Leander with the early lead here in set number 2. Roseberry serve across. Guido. McCauley back to Guido from a back row attack. Davis will dig that one up. Cepeda touch to the near side. Moulton's shot is long and out. A hitting error there. Gives the side out to Georgetown and evens it up at 2 apiece here in the second set. And that one finds the open door into the hallway, and there goes Mackenzie Bernard. Sophia Joseph rotates back onto the front row. Bernard will go back to serve as Reagan Ramirez, the libero, steps off. Bernard will set up and serve from the far side. Emma Davis has it. Cepeda will set to the far side. Maya Patel, her swing is on the line. Nice kill there for Maya Patel. Side out back to Leander, and a 3-2 lead for the Lions. Ramirez will replace Mackenzie Bernard on the back row for the Eagles. Davis will come off the libero for the Lions as Acevedo back to serve. And Angie Simmons back onto the front row for the Lions. Guido's first touch. Ramirez sets it up. McCauley, her shot dug up by Acevedo. Back set. Patel off the net, played by Allie. Ramirez, the second touch to Guido. Her swing off the block, dug up by Moulton. Leander resets. Quick in the middle. Simmons gets it, but it's off the touch of Allison into the net. And a point to the Lady Lions, 4-2. They lead it here in set 2, and Acevedo will continue her serve for Leander. Flat-footed serve across. Molly up to Allie, but set far side. Over Joseph, and Guido with the touch into the net. The timing just off a hair there for the Lady Eagles, and a 5-2 lead now for Leander. Here in set number 2. Georgetown, set number 1, 25-17 winners. Have the set lead. Allie, back row attack to Molly. She'll punch it over. And here come the Lions. Scrambled, reset. Moulton shot across court. Ramirez, a great diving dig. Set to the far side. McCauley off the block and down for the kill. Nice try by Acevedo, but unable to get the ball in the air. So the Eagles get the side out and a point. 3 serving 5. Georgetown trails by 2. Albright comes in for McCauley, and Albright will drop back to serve for Georgetown. Albright from the near side to jump serve across. Moulton up to Cepeda. Quick set in the middle to Simmons. Nice one-arm dig by Ramirez. Second touch sent over. Leander resets. Tight at the net. A block there by Ali O'Shaughnessy. Back set to Patel. She'll tip it over. Ali reads it. Albright will have the second touch to Guido. Guido swing off the block. Dug by Davis. Leander will reset to the near side. Moulton swing into the net and block. Then they get it right back over. Guido. Albright sets it up. Ali O'Shaughnessy dug up by Davis. Back and forth they go. The attack and kill there by Angie Simmons. Finds the floor off the block. Good effort there. And a quick sub for Georgetown. Meisner will come in for Joseph. So Jaden Meisner in for her first action. The 5'10 senior outside hitter, number 4. Side out to Leander, 6-3. Back to serve goes Eddie Cooper. Maya Patel will come off. Cooper from the far side floats it across. Ramirez up to Albright. Back set. And Guido has to tip it over, but a net violation whistled on the Lions, on Moulton. So the error gives the side out back to Georgetown. 4-6. Georgetown trails by 2. Addie Guido will drop back to serve for Georgetown. Front row, Meisner, Ali, and Molly O'Shaughnessy. Back row, Reagan Ramirez, Albright, and Guido with the serve. Guido sends it across. Davis off of her, out of play. Give an ace there to Addie Guido. And a 5-6 score now. Georgetown trails by 1. Guido setting up on the near side. Davis plays it up. Cooper will set it in the middle. Moulton throws it over. Albright. And the back row attack by Addie Guido is called long by the line judge. So that'll give the ball right back over to the Lions on the side out. 7-5, they lead by 2. Julia Saavedra checks back in for the Lions. She'll drop back to serve for Leander on the far side. Guido. Albright keeps it alive. Molly O'Shaughnessy, a big kill. What a play there by the sophomore Amelia Albright. One-handed. Keeps it from going over and sets it across. And Molly O'Shaughnessy with the kill. Side out back to Georgetown. Meisner will come off. Mackenzie Bernard back on the front row. And the libero, Reagan Ramirez, back to serve for Georgetown, trailing 6-7. Ramirez sends it down the far sideline. Played up. Set to the near side. Cato. Her running shot into the net for the error. And a 7-7 score now. Here in set number 2. Reagan Ramirez drops back to continue her serve for Georgetown. Nice and deep. Emma Davis will play it up. Cooper sets in the middle to Simmons off the block. Guido digs it. Albright far side to Molly O'Shaughnessy. Another big kill. Molly O'Shaughnessy. What a job by Molly. 2 big kills in a row for one of the Hardin-Simmons commits. Molly and Allison O'Shaughnessy, both commits of Hardin-Simmons to continue their playing days next year. This serve by Ramirez floats away for the service error. First of the set, third of the match for the Lady Eagles. Side out back to Leander, and an 8-8 score now as Emma Davis, the libero, set to serve for Leander here from the near side. Cross court, Molly to Albright. Back row attack by Guido. Little roll shot sent over. Davis up to Cooper to Acevedo, but it was over her head. The timing off there. And that mistake gives it right back to Georgetown. A 9-8 lead for the Eagles. Meisner in. Albright out on the front row for Georgetown. Back to serve goes Allie. Allie sends it to the cross court. Moulton. Cepeda back to Cato. Blocked at the net, scramble to keep it alive. Cepeda punches it over. There's Guido, digs it up. Allie back set to McCauley. Her attack dug up by Saavedra. Cato, the little tip over. Ramirez reads it. Mackenzie Bernard, great play there. That one was going to be an overpass. Bernard goes up and tips it and redirects it to the far corner and gets the kill for Georgetown. I had to fix the score. Sorry. 10-8, Georgetown leads it. I went one up too high, and that'll be a timeout from head coach Stephanie Johns. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues here in just a moment. Action out of the timeout called by head coach Stephanie Johns and Leander. 10-8, Georgetown the 2-point lead. Pretty decent crowd for an 8 a.m. match here. Must say, the serve by Allie. Near side, it's off of Cato, out of play. Point to Georgetown. The Sun City Eagle Booster Club, the Sea of Blue, has a few members here representing early. I know as the day continues on for Eagle Volleyball, I'm pretty confident to say that Sea of Blue will grow, as the Sun City Boosters are like none other supporting these athletes here. An overpass there by Heermans as she just checked in for Leander, is dunked back down by Mackenzie Bernard on the overpass. At a 4-point lead now for Georgetown, their largest of set two, 12-8. And they took set one, 25-17. So would luck to have a two-set sweep and get out of here for the next match in a couple of hours. Leander will back set. Cepeda, the lefty, swings, but it is brought wide on the far side. Point to Georgetown, the 5-point lead now. And Allison O'Shaughnessy continues her serve for the Georgetown Eagles here from the near side. O'Shaughnessy sends it across. Saavedra set here near side to Heermans, off the block. Nice save by Allie, tipped over by McKenzie. And a double called there. Cooper out, Maya Patel in. So on the double violation, side out to the Lady Lions, 9-13. They trail by 4. Cepeda, the lefty, serves it across. Ramirez up to Allie. Back set to Molly, off the block. Kill! Molly O'Shaughnessy. Keep adding them up here in the set. Molly O'Shaughnessy swinging well here in set number 2. Gives the Eagles a 5-point lead on the side out. Now Molly back to serve. Molly from the far side. Nice floating serve deep. Davis. Cepeda runs it down. Maya Patel into the block of Addie Guido. And down on the Leander side. Point to Georgetown. The biggest lead now, 6 of the set, 15-9. And Molly will continue to serve here for Georgetown. Molly's jump serve across the way. Emma Davis. Saavedra's going to have the second touch. Maya Patel, a punch roll shot sent over. Ramirez to Allie. Back row to Molly. The attack off the block, dug. Second touch here near side to Heermans. Cross-court shot dug by Ramirez. Allie will set it for Guido, right side. The attack off the arms of Macy Cepeda and out of play. Another kill for Guido and another point for your Georgetown Eagles. 16-9 here in set number 2. Next up for Georgetown will be, if they win, will be the winner of Vandergrift and Gateway. Match number 2 here in the Big Gym will be Lavernia and Clear Falls. Lions receive serve. Maya Patel with the attack, but into the net for the hitting error, and the lead grows to 8 now, 9-17. Molly continues her serve. Molly from the far side, the jump serve underway. Saavedra up to Cepeda, back set to Acevedo. The little punch shot is long. And another hitting error for the Lions. Point to Georgetown, and the lead grows to 9, and that'll be timeout number 2, called by head coach Stephanie Johns. Quick timeout, Lady Eagle Volleyball here in set number 2, lead at 18-9 over Leander. Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. And we're back at it here. Out of the timeout. Leander out of timeouts here in set number 2. With the cameras rolling. Molly O'Shaughnessy serves it across. Cepeda sets near side. Heermans off the block, dug by Ramirez. Alley will set backside to Addy, and the kill blocked at the net. The attack blocked at the net. Then off the touch, some miscommunication there. Coach Richardson in the ear of the players. Side out back to Leander. 10-18. They trail by 8. Moulton back on and Roseberry back on for Heermans and Saavedra. Roseberry will drop back to serve for the Lions. Floating serve deep. Guido up to Alley. Back row attack by Molly. Sends it far sideline. Dug there by Cepeda. Set near side. Moulton's tip over. Played by the Eagles, and it finds the floor. So a good read there by J.C. Moulton. Point to Leander. Cut the lead to 7 now, 11-18. Roseberry to serve again. Middle of the back row. Floats it across. Guido up to Alley. Set back to the far side. Mispointing there. They corrected it. Point to Leander on the play by Patel at the net there. Albright back in. For the Lady Eagles on the front row, replacing, I believe it was Meisner. Allison sets far side to Addy, and that one had a little mustard on it. Guido with the big swing, and the floor grimaced when the ball hit it. Nice job there by Addy. 19-12, Georgetown by 7. Side out back to Georgetown. Now Mackenzie Bernard will go serve. Meisner back onto the front row now. Libero Ramirez steps off. Bernard serve, floats it across. Received by Moulton. Cepeda back to Moulton, near side. Run, roll shot off the arms of Mackenzie Bernard and into the hallway. Side out back to Leander, 13-19. They trail by 6. Ramirez will replace Bernard on the back row. Here comes the ball shooting back through. Shooting back through the doorways. Coach Jason Allgood doing a lot of work in this tournament. He's been around this gym maybe more than everybody combined. Serve across. Guido receives to Alley. Back to Addy. Alley O'Shaughnessy to Addy Guido, and another pounding kill by Guido. Hit about the 10-foot line, cross court. Big kill there, and a 20-13 lead for Georgetown. Back to serve. Goes Albright. Near side jump serve across. Cepeda, quick set. The tip of the net, blocked by the Eagles. Another overpass blocked. And there's a double called there on a lift called there on Allison O'Shaughnessy. Side out back to the Lady Lions. Maya Patel checks out. Addie Cooper checks in for Leander, and she'll go back to serve from the far side. Trailing by 6 here in set 2. Cooper serve, a beauty as it dies just behind the 10-foot line. Reagan Ramirez dove and got a fist on it. 15-20, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. Her first of the set, and we'll take it with them. 20-15, Georgetown leads Leander here in set 2. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. And we're back to action here after the timeout by Coach Jenny Richardson. Cooper to continue her serve for Leander, down by 5. And it's a service error here. She tried to come near side. Trying to go after Addie Guido, but floated that one wide. Side out back to Georgetown, and now Addie will drop back to serve. For your Georgetown Eagles, leading it by 6, 21-15. Guido's serve across the way. Davis up to Cooper. Near side, Cepeda lefty. Cross-court shot there. Nice swing by Macy Cepeda. Side out back to Leander, 16-21. Roseberry off. Julia Saavedra will come in. Heermans comes in on the front row for the Lady Lions. Saavedra serves it across. Ramirez up to Albright, far side to Molly. Shot dug up, set near side. Heermans attack off the block and down for the kill. 21-17, Georgetown by 4. As Leander continues to cut into the lead. The Lady Eagles had it up to 9 at one point, down to 4. 17-21, Saavedra serves again for the Lions. But into the net it goes for the second service error of the set, and that's a big one. Gives it to Georgetown, and they're just 3 points shy of a two-set sweep here. Meisner comes off, Bernard back on the front row, and Reagan Ramirez, the libero, to serve. Ramirez sends it across. Saavedra, it's off of her. Cepeda tried to get a save on it, but could not do it. So a beautiful serve there. Point to Georgetown, 23-17. Reagan Ramirez will drop back again to serve for your Lady Eagles. Down the far side. Nice save there by Cooper. Back row attack by Guido, dug up by Davis. Cooper will set near side to Heermans. Her swing into the block. Off the Leander head and played back over. Nice job there by Leander. Back set, Bernard down the line, and it's off the arms of Emma Davis. A big kill there by Mackenzie Bernard, and a 7-point lead. Set and match point here for the Lady Eagles. 24-17. Reagan Ramirez will serve for the second set and the match. Serve across far side. Saavedra off her arms into the bleachers. And the Georgetown Lady Eagles win it 25-17, 25-17 to advance in the winner's bracket of today's gold bracket here in the Georgetown Leander Classic, hosted at Georgetown High School. Georgetown will play at 10 o'clock. We'll be back. They'll play the winner of Gateway and Vandergrift. So we don't know who it'll be until they play now in the lower gym. So we'll close it down. We'll go watch them and be prepared to bring you back live here at 10 o'clock for the second match of the day for your Lady Eagles as they win it here over Leander. 25-17, 25-17 in a two-set sweep. Thanks for joining us live here on the SHN Network. First Responder Broadcasting, proud to bring you Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball and provided for by the Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back soon. Thanks for listening in.